The new line of Bosch air nailers are light, trim in size, and tough. They also come with a full load of user-friendly features. The oil-type air motor is strong, consistent, and surprisingly narrow. The exhaust port can be turned wherever you need it to keep that little puff of air off of you and your project. The grip area is nicely sized and covered with a textured rubber overmold that gives you a good sense of grip, and it's very comfortable. Bosch places a self-cleaning air filter within the handle that helps keep out dust and debris that could damage the gun. The air fitting mounts at an angle to keep the hose out of the way for loading the magazine. The trigger has a tool-free selector switch that lets you choose between sequential or bump fire mode. We'll look at the difference between those two modes a little bit later. The magazine is easy to load and holds up to 100 nails. You just insert the nails through the rear of the magazine and then pull the follower back to apply the pressure to the nails. The nail firing mechanism is very well made to ensure dependability. The safety tip is covered with one of two non-marring plastic shoes that are included with the kit. This dial controls how deeply the nails are set into the wood. To help prevent damage to the gun or the wood, this gun is equipped with a lockout system that prevents it from firing when you run out of nails. This flip-open door gives you complete access to the nail driving path for clearing jams. However, this gun has been so dependable, the only time I will open this door is to show you here. To get the gun ready for use, we just add 2 or 3 drops of air tool oil. Load the magazine with nails, and then pull the follower back into position. Next, we want to make sure that the trigger selector is in the sequential mode. This is bump fire, and we'll look at that later, but for now we want to be in the sequential mode. And now we can connect the air hose. First, I'll shoot a nail into some scrap so we can check the depth. That's above the surface, so we need to make a small adjustment. Give the adjuster dial a turn, and then we'll fire another nail to check our progress. We'll shoot another test nail into the same wood, and that one's sunk below the surface, so our setting is fine. Now I'll move the trigger selector to bump fire so we can see what that mode's all about. Note that the yellow triangle appears in the upper window, indicating bump fire. Now I can hold the trigger back and just keep bumping the nose on the wood, and it'll fire a nail each time. I would strongly suggest that you get in the habit of returning the trigger selector to sequential fire after each use. Many of us have no need for bump fire in our woodworking shop, so our trigger just stays in a sequential mode. If you're thinking about adding an air nailer to your shop, take a look at the new Bosch line. Like everything else they produce, these are first-rate tools.